I gotta tell you something I could do. I could be running around chasing you, but I won't. Cause I got better things to do. Rather spend my precious time chasing somebody who loves me too. If I got $1 for every time you slam the door, I would be the richest girl alive, live. If you hadn't run away every time I asked you stay, you would sleep right next to me tonight. No, you didn't want me, all you wanted was a game to play, and you couldn't handle that I had my way. I found your magic and your side chicks, I'm a winner, babe. No, you didn't win this, it's a part of the game. In the beginning I just didn't know that you're an enemy I held too close.
Oh, child. Hey, everybody. What up, though? How y'all feeling? Everybody good? It's your man, your friend, and family member, Braylon Lee here. Your man, friend, and your man, your friend, and your family member. Once again, everybody. Braylon Lee here. Ooh, child. I got some videos for y'all today. This first video that you guys are listening to, rather. You know, I've seen the news about Nene Leak's son. And, you know, I want to talk about this because y'all know over here on this channel, we keep it real about everything, right? And I say we keep it real about everything because at the end of the day, you are giving the best of yourself. I'm giving the best of myself. And hopefully by bringing that together, we will bring out the best of what can be in the world, right? And so, yeah, it's just, it's absolutely crazy. So y'all, the 33-year-old Bryce Leaks, who Leaks shares with ex Calvin Bryant, remains behind bars at Gwinnett County Jail on a $6,100 bond after being arrested on July 3rd in Lawrenceville, Georgia. He's facing multiple charges, including violation of probation in 2 cases, possession of a Scheduled 2 controlled substance, luring, prowling, giving a false name, address, or birth date. And Leaks acknowledges, or Nene Leaks acknowledges, that Bryson has had an ongoing issue with drugs. I'm reading this from an article on people.com, by the way, everybody. He was arrested according to an incident report from the Gwinnett County Police Department obtained by People after authorities found him in a car with a small plastic bag which contained white powdery substance. When field tested, the substance provided a presumptive positive for fentanyl. Nene Leakes said he needs rehabilitation. He needs a lot of counseling, like many families out there. I have family members that are struggling with drugs and certain addictions. He has an addiction, rather, he's been struggling with for years. He's been in rehab a couple times, and he still has come back out and relapsed. Leaks also explains that even though it's a frustrating path to where she is now, she learned there's nothing she can do until Bryson is ready to help himself. As a mom, just to watch it, my hands are tied. There's not much I can do. For people who have had children or family members that have been on drugs, they have to know that they have to be ready. They have to simply be ready. I spent so much money on trying to get Bryson where he needs to be, she asked, but every time I sent him off, it's because I said, you getting your ass up and we're sending you off. But I learned through counseling myself that he has to say, I'm ready to go, not me making him go. So until Bryson is ready to change, there's nothing I can do. Over the years, Leaks has turned desensitized to Brian's issue. She admits he's 33 years old. He's an adult. He has 3 children, 3 beautiful children who I adore. As a wife, as a mother, I would never wash my hands of my child. But I'm kind of numb to it because it's been happening for so many years. I'm just kind of really numb to the situation now. Bryson is the older, leaks his 2 children who she has shared younger son Brett Leaks with late husband Greg Leaks, who passed away in September 2021, as you guys know. Greg passed away to cancer. And so Bryce did a false report using his younger brother's name, so that way he would not get in trouble. And, you know, like I said, we keep it real over here on everything. And I genuinely feel that we all have a story, or in the words of Kathy Lee Gifford, or Kathy Lee Johnson, as Regis Philbin would like to say, everyone has a story. Everyone has a story. And we all have a mama did it to us story. We all have a daddy did it to us story. We all have a brother, sister, uncle, auntie, niece, nephew, cousin, co-worker, girlfriend, fiance, wife, kids. We all have a story of somebody did something to us. These are the circumstances I was in, or whatever the case have you type of story has happened to us. But at some point in time, when do you take responsibility for what you do, right? And, you know, like I always say, he or she who has innocent cast the first stone. I can't cast it, you can't cast it, none of us can cast it. But I think there's a difference between casting the stone and taking accountability for what we are responsible for. And this is the first video I'm dropping today. This video is a separate topic from the other video I will be dropping, because I just watched something that dropped at the beginning of this month. And y'all, when I tell y'all about it, child, we going to have a whole conversation about it. But that's neither here nor there. That will be coming out today as well. But the point is, I am praying for Nene. You know, I know that she did what she did to Bravo with the lawsuit and what she claims that Andy Cohen and Bravo and NBC Universal allowed. And a lot of people feel like Nene should not be back on TV. That is a separate issue, man. I already covered that with Bethany Frankel and Nene Leakes, talking about how unscripted television is about to rise up as the new, how can I put this? As the new contender in this race of content and receiving attention from us, right? And talked about how the reality stars need a union, people need to be paid. Talked about that. If you haven't seen that video, go listen to that. But with all that being said, Nene Leakes is a black mom, and I feel her pain on this, not as a parent because I'm not, but I can feel it as just another black person of, we all have vices, and whenever you pick a vice, whether it's sex, drugs, you know, apps, food, whatever the case may be, traveling all the time to get away from your problems and not being responsible for what you need to do, whatever the case, or even creating content can be an escape sometimes, right? But whatever the case, the problems are still there. And I can definitely say, if this was my brother, I would feel for him because he's my brother. But in the same token of feeling for him because he is my brother, I also would be saying, hey, listen, you're hurting mom, and this ain't right. And I'm going to love you from a distance. I'm going to pray for you. and whenever you're ready, I'm here. And I'll never forget the episode where Amber Rose took herself back to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and she got her homegirl, or tried to get her homegirl to do an intervention, but of course, it wasn't just the drugs that got to her friend, it was the baby daddy as well, or her partner, right? But her daughter, her best friend's daughter or niece, they want a second chance. And so what Amber Rose did was take this young lady out to LA and gave her a landing to be able to have a second chance. And that episode, probably to me, is probably one of the best episodes of intervention, because a lot of times we see celebrities on all these talk shows, these game shows, these reality shows, what have you, and we always see them in a space of promotion. We see them in a space of being in being of being in the timeline of hashtag trending at some point. Hopefully they'll trend at some point. By the way, y'all subscribe to her. She's great people. But within promoting and trying to be in the timeline to hopefully be trending at some point, and not to mention all of their hopes and dreams and responsibilities that are way bigger than our responsibilities, we do want to see the humanity. So I will say I love that episode because we got to see Amber Rose, not for being Kanye's. I'm calling him Kanye because his mama Donda named him Kanye. You don't get no respect from me when you've done what you've done. Your mama named you that is your name. With that aside, we didn't see Amber Rose as Kanye's ex, or Wiz Khalifa's ex, or as the video vixen. We got to see Amber Rose, in the words of LL Cool J, as an around the way girl, caring about somebody else. Not for clout, not for clicks, not for views, but because she knew in her heart that she had the power to make a change. And I think that's what Bryce has to recognize, is that, yes, my mom is powerful, and she can do pretty much anything and everything that she can do with what she has. And I have the right to those benefits, but I do not have the right to use my mom. So that's my genuine take on everything. And y'all, I'm just going to let y'all know that there's going to be an exclusive interview. Okay, there's going to be an exclusive 2-part interview debuting this week on Carlos's King YouTube channel. So Nene Leakes sat down with Carlos King for a wide-ranging 2-part interview on his Reality with the King podcast. People magazine has an exclusive preview of it, and of course y'all know I will post the link in the description so that way y'all know that this is real, because we like to validate our sources over here. And I pray for Nene, I pray for her family, I pray for Bryson, because even though there's nothing that Nene can do, and rightfully so, this is still a black young man. Well, he's not even young, but y'all get what I'm saying, right? You know, grown, and 30, you're still, hopefully you figured yourself out, but there's still those transition years to at least 35. From my point of view, I could be completely wrong, but he is still a black human being that deserves to have a chance. So that is my video on this topic. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Whoo, child. One love, much love, all love, everybody. Bye.
I gotta tell you something I could do. I could be running around chasing you, but I won't. Cause I got better things to do. Rather spend my precious time chasing somebody who loves me too. If I got $1 for every time you slam the door, I would be the richest girl alive, live. If you hadn't run away every time I asked you stay, you would sleep right next to me tonight. No, you didn't want me, all you wanted was a game to play, and you couldn't handle that I had my ways. I found your magic and your side chicks, I'm a winner, babe. No, you didn't win this, it's a part of the game. In the beginning I just didn't know that you're an enemy I held too close. Now I know